Like any good woman looking for a bargain, I did join for $34.95 because I wanted to get my welcome pack, get my products cheaper. But I did not even realize that I had just joined network marketing.
Oh, wow.
Had no
clue. You'd never been in before, had you?
Never done it before, ever. So like Sheila said, the testimonies started, they were there, so I was losing some weight, feeling really good. Started sharing with my friends and family, and I didn't realize what I had. I didn't know what this could be. So some of you don't know, it took me 7 months to get to silver. That was signing up my mom, who was my very first ambassador and rock star. She just did it because she's my mom, and that's what good moms do. Second ambassador was a gift from my upline, just to say, come on, you can do it. I know you can do it. Here we go. And that third ambassador, that was a doozy. That happened to be my husband. Yeah.
There you go. Anybody can do this.
That's right. Yep. He actually didn't know that he got signed up. Because the first ever Plexus convention was right around the corner, and I wanted to go as a silver ambassador.
Wow.
So it was very convenient to sign my husband up, and I sat in the second row of those 280 people, and I saw Sheila Medina on the stage as the company's very first Emerald ambassador, and I was like, you know what? This looks like it could be a really cool gig. And I think I really want to do this. So it really, that convention gave me the tools, the tips, and the training, and the motivation to say, okay, now I know what network marketing is. I think I like it, and I'm going to go home and let's build something with this. So it was that long 7-month stretch to say, I got to figure out what I'm doing here. After going home from that very first convention, my mom and I decided to start doing our weekly Monday night meetings and started, getting some work. We're going to tell some people and share on purpose, not just accidentally letting people see us lose weight. And we hit Emerald in 9 months after that very first convention. Wow. We hit the same month together.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I do have to say, in the journey, one of the things that caught me off guard was, you can go as far as you want to, but it's going to take some growth. So after I hit Emerald, I literally hit a brick wall. And it really was a time to evaluate, okay, now I've got 600 people looking at me, and I didn't know what I was doing still. My mom and I did really good, drinking our pink drink once a day and sharing with everybody that we could. It was a very difficult journey from Emerald to Sapphire, in that it took me 16 months, and it really was a time of, I've got to figure out how to be a leader, work on some people skills, and all of those things. But I will tell you, I will not ever I wouldn't take away one day of that 16-month journey, because how I grew through that journey has just been something that's been phenomenal. After that, read enough books, got my act together. It was another 3 months till I hit Diamond. And it's just been one of the most amazing blessings.
That's awesome.
I should say a quick little side note, kind of in that journey a little bit. When I was working my way to Emerald with my mom, we had our surprise baby number 3. And so being able to retire from the hospital, no longer working those 12-hour night shifts while I was going to be taking care of the 2 older ones and then the new baby. Pregnancy was miserable, happened to gain, just 100 pounds. And so I knew that I had our products. So I was able to lose 92 pounds in 11 months, and I've kept it off, and he's now free.
Wow, that is awesome. See, you guys always talk about weight loss. And because I've not seen all those before pictures, I just can't picture any of you with all this weight that you keep talking about. It's amazing.
We're okay with that.
You're okay with that. You like that. Miss Celeste, you obviously joined after Miss Sarah. Share a little bit about how you got involved.
Well, I'm just keeping it real. Mine started all in the name of vanity, 100%. Was looking at Facebook, saw Jen Hawkins posting on Facebook. Y'all have heard of Facebook, right? Y'all know Facebook? Okay. And was watching her and saw that she looked great and ordered product from her. And let me preface my story with, I was a preferred customer for 9 months. So if I can be successful, obviously I'm an idiot. Anyone can be successful. I watched her build a business for 9 months, and she several times where she's taking pictures, several times put the business opportunity in front of me. So she did her due diligence. She's amazing in this business. And I just made it crystal clear to her that I was a stay-at-home mama, and I loved being a mama, and I loved the product, and I wanted her to get to be a stay-at-home mom. So because I'm such a great friend, I sent her, why are y'all laughing? I sent her around 25 customers within that 9 months. Because my kids go to this tiny little Christian school, and people are asking you, I mean, you said 5 pounds, 30 people are really like stalking you to find out what you're doing. And so I would be like, Jen, what's that website again? She's like, you could have your own website. And I'm like, sister, I told you I don't want a job. Like, I love being a mom, and that's all I wanted. So finally, after it was 9 months, she came to visit, to come see my daughter in a play. And she literally did this whole manipulative thing, like, if you're a good friend, you'll join my team. And I'm like, well, I am a good friend. So I joined her team, told her I really wasn't gonna work the business, and she says, okay, cool, great, whatever. Well, oh, by the way, me and Cody we're going to Maui, in a few months. And I'm like, oh, snap, you're not going to Maui without me, right? So I decided pretty quick that I was gonna work the business. If you heard anything about my documentary, you probably heard me say this. It was perfect timing. I was like the perpetual room mom. That's what I did full time. I loved doing things with my kids. I loved doing philanthropic stuff. I was busy. But this came into my life at a time when my kids were going into middle school. There's no room moms in middle school. I literally had lost my way. I'm like, what? You don't need me to cut anything out? What am I gonna do today? Really, truly, you don't need me to bring up snacks, So, it was great timing that, I had a purpose. I still have a purpose. I still consider myself a full-time mama. I fit this into, the corners of my life, the nooks and crannies when I can. I work really hard, but I work really hard to balance that too with my kiddos. But anyways, going back, I ended up making my goal to get to Maui. 4.5 months I did go Emerald, and it's just been crazy ever since then. I feel like it's given me a purpose. I love relationships. I love people. And my quick story, my brother came over. He's successful in business. He came over last year one day, and I'm laying out by the pool, and he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, working. Which we can do that, right? If you got an iPad, you can do that. And he's like, man, I am so proud of you, for being successful. And I was like, back it up, bro. I'm like, I've been successful for 37 years, pouring into people, and he knows that, he knew that. But what I love about this business, and I think it's why we're successful in this business, is it is our passion for people, and that we love people, and we've loved each other for however many years old we are, and that's why we're successful. So, when Sheila says, how long did it take me to go diamond, and she says forever, I feel like our answer is however old we are. 37 years I've been building my network because I love people.
There you go, give her a hand. Well, each of you have had a different story, and it's interesting for me, who's been here almost since the beginning, to watch the progression, all the way down to Miss Rebecca, who wasn't even here last year. Okay, now you're a diamond sitting on stage. Share a little bit of your story, your journey to get here.
So I was in another network marketing company back in 2008. And I loved it. I know, plug your ears, but I loved the parties. I loved it. I didn't like calling people and saying, hey, will you be a good friend? Have a party for me. But I loved being there. I loved connecting with the people. I loved the products. I really loved the company. And I could sell the product with the best of them. I just couldn't make any money. And when you've got kids at home, and maybe that's the reason you're doing it, so you can go to the parties at night, but your family's saying, oh, we need you, and then you're not getting a paycheck, then the job starts to you start to lose a little bit of your passion for that because you're not seeing any return. But then I became pregnant with my third baby, and I'm one of those that's really excitingly sick for the entire 40 weeks. And so I watched my business dwindle so quickly, and I didn't get to see the benefit of the residual income that when you're involved in network marketing, you're looking for. And so I ended up leaving the company, and but I always still had that passion for network marketing. I love the vision, I love the connection with the people, the relationships that you get to build. And so I kind of would always have my eyes open for something that could be another fit for me. And I wanted something that was in health and wellness. I wanted something that was consumable and something that had a great compensation plan. And fast forward to about 3 years ago, my family moved to Pennsylvania. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. Never wanted to leave Little Rock, didn't apply to college anywhere outside the state, but I moved to Pennsylvania, and I was able to meet a bunch of really nice people, but it was a tiny, tiny town there. And it was really hard to, especially as this new girl that talked funny up there. People were still trying to figure out what I was even saying when I would say Plexus for about a year. But I had a friend, Elizabeth James, that reached out to me on Facebook and sent me this like 3-page Facebook message about Plexus. And I probably shocked her when I said, actually, I am interested in that. And so we went to the pool a couple weeks later when I was back in Arkansas for the month. And, you know, I didn't have a weight loss story that I was looking for, or a health and wellness story. I kind of had that crunchy lifestyle that I was already interested in. And so when I saw Plexus, and I saw the opportunity through our company and our compensation plan, it was like nothing that I'd ever seen before. And that was extremely exciting to me. And I still tell people when they, you know, are having slumps and lulls that we all have all the time, people say, oh, I'm not motivated, or my team isn't motivated, then my kind of go-to thing is, oh, well then they're not trained well. We need to make sure that okay, where's the void here? Because if you really look at our products and you really look at our company and our compensation plan, then you cannot help but be motivated. Because with all the network marketing companies that we see all the time, and the messages that I'm sure you're still getting as you're involved within Plexus, you can kind of be self-assured and put your blinders on that this is where it's at. So if you'll just stick it out here, and we've said before that sometimes it looks like the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, but water this grass. My mom always says, the grass is green where you water it. So water this grass and you're gonna see huge results.
You will, that's awesome. I want to ask you guys some questions, and some of them are going to be pointed directly at a couple of you, and some of you I want you guys to share different stories. But Sheila, with you and Rebecca coming from other network marketing companies, you use the word retired in that, and some people sometimes wonder, well, is first mover advantage, did you get paid to do something? Or, well, you left your company, did they pay you? Did y'all get paid to be in the positions you're at here?
Oh, I would love to answer that one first. You know, what a misconception, because I think the last conversation I had with Tarl is that I worked the first 2 years for less than minimum wage. I'm pretty sure he owes me a lot of money if that's what was supposed to have happened. But no, you know, we really had no idea that there was going to be money. It was a wing and a prayer and a hope that we would make some money. And the truth was, I came at it with, you know, if I can just find stable money month after month that I can count on, I'll be happy. And I can remember meeting with Alec and sharing with him that really all I'm looking for is just a steady income, because the first 2 years were tough. We didn't make any money, but we were passionate about the products, and the testimonies were really starting to roll in. We were moving up. You know, I started September 2008, but didn't become an Emerald Ambassador until March of 2011. I got a call January of that year, and they said, you know, it'd be really great if we had our first Emerald, so it makes it believable, right? But the truth was, if there's no money in the pool, why go Emerald? So we had to build the company first, and so that's what we were out there doing. We were building the company first so that there could be a pool for not only us, but the people in the future too. And so there was no money in the beginning, but we were so passionate about the product, and we saw what it was doing for person after person after person, that I'm not really sure if we would have ever made any money, that we would have ever stopped sharing anyway. Yeah, because, and then it was really nice when the checks did start to come in. And Alec talked to just a few of us. There was about 4 or 5 of us, and it was about when we were about to have our first convention in New Orleans, and there was going to be a few extra people there, and he said, I really believe that I want you guys to just dream big, because what you can't see is, I see where Plexus could be, the future of Plexus, and you can't see it yet, but trust me, one day you're going to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe from such humble beginnings to look at this today. I mean, we talk about,
it's amazing.
Yeah, 248 people or 270 people at our first convention.
Give yourselves a hand.
Yeah, it's just
you guys made this company. Okay?
Amazing. And you know, he just instilled in us that if we'll just keep doing the right thing the right way, and collecting those testimonies and sharing with just everyone about our personal stories. And if you didn't have one, share some ones that you knew, and just to keep sharing that our day would come. And I can remember getting that call in January saying, you know what, Sheila, I think we're ready. We're ready for that first Emerald. And you know, we appreciate, they were so sweet. We appreciate all the work and effort that you went into helping build Plexus, and everyone that was going on the journey with us. By then, it wasn't just a few of us. There was a great handful going. Sarah had come in, a lot of us had come in, and so we were like, okay. And so that was January, and it was kind of silly, but January is when I made the decision to go Emerald. In March, I was in Emerald, right? So it was just a decision that it was time. It was time to make that next step. And so that's what we did, and that's when the income started to come in and be steady. And I can remember getting a call from Tarl congratulating on my first Emerald check, and I didn't even know how much it was because my phone had died and I couldn't go in the back office and look, and so I just pretended like I knew. Oh, thank you so much, I'm so excited, yeah. Wow, did you ever think your check could be that much? Oh no, you know, I had no idea, and I was like mouthing to Ray, look up my check. They're excited, look it up and see what it is. And so, you know, it was pretty exciting when I did find out how much that check was. But what was more exciting was I knew it was just the first of many and many, and just everyone receiving a check, because in the beginning, I can remember the lady standing up in the audience, and that $250 meant the world to her that she made extra that month. And I knew that if people could make just that little bit of money, I think you talked about that yesterday, that $500 can change their world. And Tarl mentioned this morning, you know, that $5,000 as an annual income may not be a lot, but if you add it to what you're already making, it can be life-changing. And so I knew that those paychecks could be life-changing for so many people. And he said, one day you'll never talk about your check again, because it'll be about the people in the audience that just need that $200. And I can remember shortly after becoming an Emerald, I never talked about my check again, because it was never about my check. It was about that person that they actually got a $50 bonus check that week. I used to be so excited about everyone that ever made $24.88. Can you remember getting a check for $24.88? Anybody remember ever got a business building bonus for $24.88? How excited were you? Because I used to say, oh my gosh, let's take the family to Pizza Hut. I mean, that's like extra money that you might not have ever had. And so it was all about what it could do for the masses. And I just think that this audience is proof of what can happen for the masses if we all just have belief in the company, belief in the product, belief in network marketing, what you can do for everyone, and then of course belief in yourself. And so my belief system is strong, and I believe that everyone can be on this stage.
And they will sooner or later. They will. Miss Rebecca, I'm going to ask you the same question. No bridge loan, when you saw what you were looking for, you just went for it?
I did. I was just so attracted to our compensation plan, and just I had looked at different ones throughout the years, and I'd say, oh, this is a binary, this is a matrix, I don't like this. But the fact that Plexus allows you so early on to see that immediate reward for making your sales, and that people, you know, we have silver ambassadors that are making $1,000 a month or $1,500 a month or more, because they're just selling. And then that you can see the long-term sustainability through growing a team is just very unique, and I just haven't seen anything else like it, and I'm so excited to be
It is unique, I can tell you that, without a doubt. Sarah, I want to ask you something. You were a nurse, you're a mom, you lost weight. What's been the one contributing factor, do you think, once you went full-time, that's been your success?
You know, I have to say that, like Sheila said, the belief. And I think if we use the word belief, sometimes people don't think about what that truly is or how deep that could be. If you have that belief, that can be your motivator. If you believe that you're with the right company, that you have the right products, even learning belief in network marketing, that, hey, this is something that I want to be in, that I want to stay in, that I want to work on and be good at, that belief is huge. Now, how do you get that belief? That is the kicker, and that was that